Greta Thunberg urged fellow climate campaigners to avoid mass protests and listen to local authorities. This comes as the number of coronavirus cases around the world increases. Teenage climate activist Greta Thunberg on Wednesday said that campaigners must avoid mass rallies amid the escalation of coronavirus cases around the world. So keep your numbers low but your spirits high and let's take 1 week at a time, Thunberg said, as she called on more people to join the hashtag digital strike by posting pictures of themselves with a sign on Fridays. The world is struggling to contain the outbreak of SARS-CoV-2, with the number of people infected increasing by the day, especially in China, South Korea, Iran. The United States has restricted the entry of all foreign nationals who have traveled to Europe's Schengen countries. C/RC, Reuters, AFP/DW's editors sent out a selection of the day's hard news and quality featured journalism. You can sign up to receive it directly here. What are the symptoms of COVID-19 and how can you protect yourself? What's the latest status in infection rates and how is the international community responding? Here's an overview of the latest news and information. February 27, 2020, it's the first time the two are attending the same event since the teenager famously stared down Trump at the UN last year. The annual Jamboree is taking place against the backdrop of Australia's worst ever bushfires. 21 points. 2020, the 17-year-old climate activist said the trademark was meant to protect the movement from being used for commercial. Instead, digital strikes would be the way forward during the crisis, she said on Twitter. Thunberg has also set up a foundation to be transparent about the movement's financing. 29.01. 2020, protesters angry at the lack of action over climate change have embarked on a 3-day hike from Land Court en route to Davos to draw attention to global warming at the World Economic Forum that began January 19, 2020. Germany has pledged €1 billion to fight COVID-19 virus. The whole of Italy is on lockdown and coronavirus cases have been confirmed in every EU member. Read DW as it happened. With the Syrian healthcare system on its knees, according to the World Health Organization, refugee camps across the region are also facing the potential threat of COVID-19. So far, no cases have been found. The vast majority of patients who are infected with the novel coronavirus recover successfully without needing serious medical. So how many people recover, and what helps wins? We young people are the least affected by this virus, but it's essential that we act in solidarity with the most vulnerable and that we act in the best interest of our common society, Thunberg said on Twitter, where she has over 4 million. Read more. Greta Thunberg scathing about politicians as thousands join Hamburg climate protest in a series of The 17-year-old urged fellow climate campaigners to follow the advice of experts in an attempt to flatten. This means to lower the rate of infection by taking countermeasures in the early phase after an outbreak, as she urged her followers to avoid large gatherings and listen to local authorities. She also said that the Fridays for Future movement will start organizing online campaigns and strikes till the time the pandemic is not under control.